Prague, one of the most popular and romantic cities in Europe, maybe in the whole world. The King's City of Thousand Towers represented the progressive life in the past and today is still a portrait of better modern life, business opportunities, the place where the dreams may come true. Born on the other side of Czech Republic, I tried it as well. I have never really dreamed about living here like many others. For me, it was just a combination of circumstances and right timing that brought me here. It was the next logical step in my life. I was supposed to find my first job. My music career was on the good run and Prague just seemed to be the place with great conditions for both. For more, I was at the beginning of a relationship with a guy who lived here, so of course I packed my things and moved. When I look back, I can say I didn't think about if this is what I really want. I was not sad, I was not super excited. I have just gone with the flow and was curious what it will bring to me. I believed I can create what I desire. So it happened. First of all, I have created a job exactly I wanted. The position was completely new in the company, it hasn't been even advertised yet. I got the job right after a 30-minute interview and I was happy and full of enthusiasm. I found the man I've started to live with is quite wealthy, which I didn't realize fully before. We live in a fancy place and ate in a good restaurant. However, this fact has never been anything I was aspiring to have in my life. It wasn't important for me at all. But in this stage of story, we can consider this fact as positive. For the third time, I started to work on my solo album. I started to know closely all the bigger names in the game and my career was supposed to get better. After a slow start, the album thing got serious and I had almost no social life because I was going to my job and then working on my music at home or in the studio. I felt lonely and guilty. I'm not making any new friends, but I believed it will be worth it. I put 200% into it. I shortened my working time and my salary, of course, because I was supposed to have more concerts than before. It didn't happen, and it all turned worse, which stole a lot of my confidence and belief. The job, maybe my bosses, turned out to be hard to handle. And as it was my first real job, and I felt really bad because of the music situation, I started to feel insecure and everything stressed me hard. Did I feel homesick? Honestly, since the first day in Prague. I come from Bohumín, a small border town in the northeast of Czechia, where we have a quite lot of nature. Odra and Olša River and Beskedy Mountains are just 40 minutes away. It is situated in the Silesian region, which is known for its people of strong character, and I missed it all, badly. Every time I was traveling back to Prague from home, from vacation or festivals in nature, my heart was cracking and most of the time I was hiding my tears. I couldn't help myself. I thought I will get used to it, but this was no way getting better. And there was one more factor. There was something missing in the relationship. The man was providing a lot of things except love. I felt it somewhere deep in my heart, even if he was saying he loves me. It was the last time in my life I silenced my intuition. But as things carried on, it appeared I was right and he broke up with me on the phone when I was alone in Spain. I was defeated, but worse feelings were just about to come. In this big mess, I met Jan. I hired him to shoot my music video and we fell in love very quickly. I have to tell you, it got everything even messier because I felt it is no right to start a new relationship so early, but my intuition has a different opinion. After half of a year of crazy ride, we moved together because Jan was from a different city, so we were traveling back and forth and he also wanted to try Prague live to get more contacts for his business. We found a perfect flat and in this relationship I was getting all I ever wanted, the real love you can feel with your whole body, heart and mind. However, the job and music situation was still chasing me. I was still missing my hometown and nature and I was becoming more and more angry at myself. I was mad that even if I know the secret of the universe and now I have the right man by my side, I'm not able to stop my depression and feel better. I was crying every day. I saw no solution. I was desperate, and I became even sick from it. I knew I have to do something, so I quit the job with a plan to do nothing for a few months, relax, travel, and try to find my passion and fun again. We had some amazing time for a while, but then I wanted to get back to music, and I had 2 really bad interactions with people I fully trusted. It led to a situation I'm not ready to share with you, but I can tell it was the rock bottom. I appeared in a mental state where I knew I would become a mentally ill person if I wouldn't seek professional help. So I did. I will never be more grateful for anything in my life than this decision. I found a great therapist, and surprisingly, it took me just a few sessions to completely change my life. I have always been a very self-reflective person who was into the spiritual and universe things, so I had a good foundation. I just needed someone from outside who would help me to connect the dots. I swear, it was the resurrection for me. I found a new part-time job which perfectly suits me again, and after 3 months, I was a different person. I understood everything that has ever happened in my life. I got me from the point of hating myself to the point where I was proud of myself for the first time in my life. I became so strong that I was able to help Jan with his issues, because the cleaning process started for both of us, just with a different timing. No surprise, this is how the universe works, right? But still, as I become the real me, I knew that there is some calling which is getting stronger. Because I wasn't desperate anymore, I knew the feelings were true. It was crystal clear now that it is the nature that calls me back. A city will never be able to charge me, to give me the spirit and energy I need. The grass and the trees in the middle of concrete are fighting so hard for themselves just to stay alive, that they have no spare energy to give. For this time, I was ready to keep my promise and don't overlook my intuition again. Did we need more signs? I don't think so, but the universe wanted to be pretty sure we are on the right track. It sent the coronavirus to show us how unnecessary the city is, how powerful are webinars and emails, and that the uncrowded nature is the safest place to live. So we said, we love Jeseniki Mountains, let's check it. And we bought literally the first house we have found on the internet after 1 week. And here we are. 2 people in love, totally inexperienced with the life in the countryside, under one of the most beautiful Czech mountains, Jeseniki. It's gonna be an adventurous journey, and we want to take you with us.
We're gonna prepare some vlogs, we're gonna make videos with beautiful mountain nature, but we also want to open some topics like mental health issues. We will see what the universe will bring to us.
We are on our road to find back our invisible roots.